Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing today? Thank you guys for coming through and being a part of this live. I hope we have some brave men that will eventually hit the panel with me uh, and me and Mr. Dominic. This is going to be an exciting night. So I'm looking forward to seeing what you men think about. I kind of have a little, I would say some experience because not experience, but I've been kind of taught by my father about a lot of things when it comes to men. But I still always like to get in the mind of men and how they think and how they see certain things. I'm excited about tonight. Dominic, I hope you're doing well. How are you doing?
Blessings, blessings. Let me come on and make
I'm
sure
gonna put
you
on
can
my
hear
camera
me. You
just
hear me? Blessings, blessings. Yes. Hello, hello. Thank
yeah.
you,
I'll
thank you,
be on.
thank you so
I'll
much.
be in the camera in just a minute. I'm trying to get this. Uh, you know,
Amen. You know
this.
how we do it, sister. You good? Take your time. We good. Well, thank
Yeah.
you for having me as usual. Thank you for having me on here, especially for this. This is so powerful. People don't understand. We, especially as brothers, okay,
Mhm.
Latino,
Right.
African American, whatever you want to do. Mennonite, especially us, but just men in general, okay? All of us.
Right.
We are
Right.
we sick of you sisters using us. I ain't supposed to listen, you all, listen. And I want the men to chime in. Not all sisters, not all queens, not everything.
You and
We're gonna keep it
uh
real. You
huh.
know I keep it real, sister. You know I keep it real.
Uh huh.
Because everybody's so ungrateful these days.
Right. I know you
That's
be
what I'm
real.
talking about. Ungratefulness. You know what
Uh,
I'm talking about because I know you have God in your heart. I know you're a real woman. You're a real queen. And you know I'm not disrespecting all women.
right.
You know this.
Right. I
You know this,
understand.
sister. You know you
Hmm.
my sister. You know, and you always got my back on first of all, foremost. You all, my sister has my back through behind the scenes. I don't want to tell you I love you for that. You understand? I love
Thank
you and
you.
on
Thank
street.
you.
Thank you so much. But you know what I'm talking about. You know I'm not
Well,
criticizing all
yeah.
women. You know I'm
Well,
not,
you
but
know,
let's be honest,
look,
okay?
look, look, Dominic.
We
Some
fighting
of us
back.
are a
Man,
little
we fighting
bossy.
back, baby. I love what y'all
Uh-huh.
doing. All y'all brothers, what y'all listen, all y'all YouTube channels, catching these gold diggers, catching all of this stuff. Listen, brothers, Wang Shi, I'm with you. I love you. You catching them up. You catching them up.
What?
We fighting back,
Look,
sister. You telling me we
look,
fighting back.
look,
We done with
Dominic.
that.
You gotta. Look. You over talking me, Dominic. I got. I hold on just a second. I'm trying to say something, but yeah, we can be a little difficult at times. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
you men can be kind of difficult too.
Yeah.
Let
Oh yeah, no, listen,
me.
listen.
I'm a
Let me
pin.
tell
I'm
you
a
first
pin
and
it up at
foremost,
the top.
all men, we're assholes. Excuse my
Mhm.
language. Okay, you all? We are. We're very
Yeah.
stubborn.
Mm-hmm.
We're very stubborn. But
Yes.
why? Why?
I
Why? Sister, come on.
don't know why
Come on.
exactly.
Why? Okay, exactly. Why are we stubborn sometimes? It's because we have to do way too much.
Uh-huh.
Way too much. Way too much just for an introduction.
Right.
Way too much.
Uh-huh.
Come on, tell the truth, right?
Uh-huh.
Listen, come on, sister. Come on. I know you don't want to
Look,
give your sisters up. You ready? Listen.
you making me a little
Yeah, exactly.
you
We
making
gotta
me a
do
little
way.
sweaty. I don't
Yeah,
know.
exactly, exactly. Come on, sister. You know how I do it. I don't care. I'm on here. You know, and
All
I'm
right,
so pleased
Dominic.
to see here. By the way, y'all need to join,
Mhm.
subscribe to her channel immediately, please. By the way,
Okay.
yes, yes. But all right, listen. Back to business. Listen here, sister. You know, way too much for an intro. We got to do way too much, and then you guys come already as if we know you.
Uh-huh.
Like too many demands.
Okay.
Shopping,
Okay.
food, clothes. First of all,
Mhm.
eh,
Dominic,
eh,
hush. I want to greet everybody in the chat. Black
let's
Ubiquity,
go, man. Where's the
Raleigh.
man at? I thought the man was supposed to be here.
Hey, I pinned the link. So hey, you
It's
men,
okay,
come
but
on,
we gonna
y'all.
keep going. So, sister, I'm gonna be quiet. I
Randy.
want you to tell me everything that I said. Do
Okay.
you think I'm wrong? Let's talk. You my sister. Come on. You know what I'm saying? And you
Well,
give
well,
me advice. You give me a lot of
let
great
me
advice
greet my
too.
let me greet my guest, D Santana, Roy Lee, Black
Juan,
Ubiquity, TP. Let's
Juan.
see who else in here. Rumorville, thank you, girl. Albert, and who else?
Here
Hey,
we
bro,
go.
Mike, good
Let's
to see
go.
you.
Let's go. Wow.
Good to
Let's
see
go.
you. So, men, I pinned the link. I hope, hopefully, some of them will be brave enough to take the link. And if not,
Even if they
men,
don't come, I don't even need all the men. I already got a whole. Trust me, I got the kingdom of heaven behind me when it comes to this. So I don't even need. Even if they come, cool. But I don't need them.
Mhm.
Let's go.
Okay. Well, hey, if they come up a little
They
later,
don't
that's
trust
great.
me. I got the kingdom of heaven behind me.
Hmm.
Let's go.
Yeah.
On Wamchi. For real.
All right, Dominic. So let me ask you, as a man,
Mhm.
what do you think your purpose is? Like, and that's kind of weird. It's a vague kind of question. And when I say that,
Don't you know
I
what?
remember reading a book. Mhm.
Mhm.
I remember reading a
No,
book,
you're right.
and it
No,
was
that is
called
actually.
mhm,
Go ahead. No,
Wild.
no, go
It's
ahead.
called Wild at Heart. Are you having a delay? Because you can't. I don't know if you might be having a delay.
Yeah,
Can you
yeah.
hear
No,
me?
I just fixed it. There you go. Because it
Okay.
was a second delay. Excuse me, you all. Now,
Okay.
everybody hear me? Are we good?
I can hear you.
Okay,
I can
good,
hear
good.
you.
Okay, go ahead.
I wanted to ask you as a man, like, what do you think your purpose was? I mean, or what do you think your purpose is now?
Hmm.
Because before you was out there in the street, but your purpose was then to provide for your family. You just did it in the wrong way, right? So
Amen.
what do you think a man's I'm gonna just say a general. What do you think a man's purpose is? General purpose in your definition.
To lead everybody to God.
Okay.
That's it. We made it complicated. Lucifer
Mm-hmm.
made it complicated. Our flesh makes it complicated. The whole purpose is to become contagious, to lead everybody to Him. Because if you go to Him, your
Mm-hmm.
life becomes more abundantly lived that you can't even imagine. Your little dreams become something
Okay.
else. So our whole job is to become contagious. So as a man, our job is to lead everybody to Him.
Okay. Okay. What about my grandfather? I would always see my grandfather work
Mm-hmm.
to provide for his family. He had 12 kids. And
Mm-hmm.
I would always, hear about my grandfather working really hard in the
Mm-hmm.
sawmill. And
Yep.
then he always instilled in my uncles that work was very important as a man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I always said, if I want somebody that is sane, but I do want somebody to have a job.
Amen.
And that was one thing that was instilled in me. And a man that provides for his family.
Amen.
Hello, everybody that comes in. Hi.
Amen.
Yeah. So is that also another purpose as a man to provide, to protect? Tell
Okay,
me a
hold
little
on.
bit about it.
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh, you know what? Everything you said, yes. There's nothing I can deviate from everything that you've said. That's called the
Mhm.
responsibility of a man. But
Right.
also, a man cannot be a man without a woman.
Correct.
The battery of a man to do what he does. See, people don't understand the spiritual reality of everything.
Mhm.
The man is energized by the motivation. If a man doesn't have a worthy motivation, his battery is dull or it's full.
Okay.
And guess who is his motivation?
The
Everybody at
woman.
home that he's
Uh-huh.
busting his fingers for, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
So everybody has a dual purpose. So
Mhm.
there is no singular for what's the man. The man is not a man without a woman.
Right.
So the woman has to provide that
Mhm.
spiritual energy. See, that's what people keep messing up through all the
Mhm.
historical stuff and the doctrines and mixing up. Yes,
Mhm.
the woman is very divine. The woman is the divine energy. She is the
Right.
battery that motivates the man to physically manifest things here on this planet.
Okay.
She is the motivation.
So
So,
that's kind of the
oh,
definition of a helpmate,
exactly.
basically.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's why we're so in turbulence right now, because the enemy has
Mm,
come in and destroyed the institution of the family. Okay?
right.
We're from the projects. We're from the hood. We know who I'm talking about. Everybody knows from generational. Ever since the projects were created and welfare was created, it was
Mm-hmm.
directed to destroy the black family.
Exactly.
Okay? It
Mm-hmm.
destroyed the divine balance. And I'm learning about the balance. The Lord is teaching me about balance. Even the
Mm-hmm.
balance of my time, the balance of my mind, the balance of how I treat people, the balance. Because of course we do things vigorous for him. But if you don't have that divine balance, you're always gonna be off turbulence. And that's what's happened to us because we don't respect each other no more for our
Mm-hmm.
energy and our part. And I'm starting to realize how divine the woman really is and how important she is, the unseen battery that
Mm-hmm.
motivates us to create physical things in reality.
Right. Right.
James Brown
Yeah.
even made the best song in the whole universe to me. This is a man's
Yes.
world.
It's a
He
man's
explained that
world.
if you take it down metaphorically, everything I just said means that in a nutshell. So for those who don't know, if you don't even get what I just said, listen to.
Thank you. Uh-huh. Yeah. I love that song, James Brown. I really do, because even though it's a man's world, it would be nothing
What are you
without
on?
us.
What are you on?
Mhm. Without us. So that's a good thing. I want to know, as a man, in your definition,
Mhm.
how do you see fatherhood? Because I don't
Woo!
know about you, but in the black community, we seem to have some absentee fathers. But
Hey,
at the same time, we also have good fathers that take
yes,
care of their children.
yes.
So,
Um,
yeah.
I'm being both right now.
Okay.
I faltered as a father when I was back in the game. You know, I thought money did the
Uh-huh.
thing. I was trying to do things for them, but I never was there for them.
Mm.
Do you see what I'm saying? Like even parents. Let's put this in both directions, you all. I want
Mm-hmm.
this is parenting. Period. Money doesn't equate to time and love and discipline.
Mm-hmm.
You can buy all the kids your presents and stuff. Ask your kids if they're 13 years old right now. Ask them if they
Mm-hmm.
remember without pictures their second birthday party, second-year-old birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
All
Mm-hmm.
the stuff you bought them, you did all those grand things. But ask them at 2 years old, do you remember when your father took you fishing?
Right. Right.
Hmm.
We have a
See?
guest. Hold that
Yeah,
thought. We have a
yeah.
guest. Can I want to know if that's you, Mr. Black? Because I'm not gonna add you if that's not you. Because I do not want to be porn bombed up here. So if you can let me know somehow that that's you in the back. If not, I'm not gonna let anybody up if they don't let me know. Let me see. Okay. Right. Let me put the overlay just in case. We gotta always be ready. Let me see. I'm gonna go ahead. Okay, is that you?
Yeah, right. I'm an absentee father.
Okay. So we got somebody in here playing games. So I'm gonna go ahead and ban this person
No games here.
because it's
Listen, first and foremost,
yeah, we ain't doing it.
you're gonna get roasted, toasted, and deleted fast. Move around.
Right,
Stop it.
right.
No, I'm
We
just
need
telling you. I
actually
don't even play.
real
We don't
men.
tell you move around. Move around. I
Right.
don't care who you think
We
you are.
need
Don't
real
come over here
men
with that. Don't play
to
over
come
here.
up.
Don't play.
Yeah.
I ain't playing
You
none of
know,
that. Don't come on my sister
okay, so
channel
back
playing
to
that either. Move around.
right. So let's get back to what we were saying about
Yeah,
fatherhood.
exactly. In the name of Yahshua, we rebuke all any more demonic distraction, anything. In the name of Yahshua, Kodawamshi, move around. Like, all right,
Mm-hmm.
excuse me. Yeah, sister, yeah, I don't like that. Because I go through it a lot. These people be like, that's demonic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We you know
Mm-hmm.
how we treat demons. We talk about, you know. All right, but go
Yeah.
ahead. Go ahead, sister.
So yeah, a lot of times black men sometimes don't know how to be fathers because they did not have it. right? And when they do try to be fathers, sometimes they have interference from the mother. You know what I'm saying? For various different reasons why. But how do you, when you were coming up, and I know you have children, how
Yes.
did you manage being a father? Because I know the early part of your life you was gang
First of all, I
affiliated.
wasn't a father. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
know how to even manage myself. So
Mm-hmm.
how can I manage my children? All I thought was managing them was trying to hustle and trying to provide financial. I didn't even know how to manage my own spirit, even
Mm-hmm.
after I was going through. Try to people, I'm telling you,
Mm-hmm.
the PTSD that I have is not even just only here on this earth. You know what I'm saying? It's eternal. It's a different fabric. So it's a different type of thing. That's why I don't play with people. I don't care what. Listen, move around like we were just talking about. But I didn't manage my children. I couldn't manage myself.
Right.
All I tried to do was try to provide the love that I didn't have myself because my father
Mm-hmm.
passed away when I was 3. So, I, you know what I mean? I didn't have a manual.
Mm-hmm.
My everything that I learned, and then even after my experience, that's what things started switching up for the keto. I mean, like a little bit, but it was like I still wasn't a man myself yet. I was still trying to interpret to become a man myself. So how can I teach my sons to be a man if I wasn't a man myself?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I had to say, you know what? If I really love them, I gotta get my together.
Get your
You
stuff
see what I'm
together.
saying? And then the females, I'm not gonna, I don't want because now I have a good relationship. And rest in peace to my baby mom,
Mm-hmm.
Brandy Flowers. She passed away 2019.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I'm saying. And then my
Oh,
other baby mom. I'm trying to develop a good relationship, even though my kids are grown now. I just know the
right.
fact. You know what I'm saying? And have a
Right.
good relationship to show them how to treat women now because I'm who I am now. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll be honest. I was a horrible father. I wasn't even. You know what I'm saying? Like I was out there. You know what I mean? But I tried my best financially. But that didn't fulfill anything spiritually. That didn't do anything. You know what I mean?
So did you ever get it together, like where
Yeah.
you
Oh, of
were
course,
actually
of
there?
course. They're my best friends
Uh,
right now. My children are my best
mm,
friends right now. Actually, after this, soon after we leave here, I'm going to go to my sons and I'm going to go see them. I'm going to
right.
my sons in my apartment. They can vouch for. I'm on my way there right after this. I'm going to
Right.
Mankato. I'm on my way, Mankato, Minnesota. Here I come. I'm going to see my sons after this. My best friends now. See, that's called God.
Right.
He restores all relationships. Now I'm a
Mhm.
man. See, now it's a difference.
Uh-huh.
So I can speak upon my past with no problems because it's a
Right, right.
difference in existence. Only
Mm-hmm.
people who have problems speaking about their past are the people who are still their past, acting like they're the future. Remember that.
Mm. Wow. Well,
Remember that.
I'm glad you finally got that together with your
Oh, of
children.
course, of
I
course. And,
really am.
everybody's not going to be satisfied. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But hey, trust me, my children, my best friends on Wamsi. You can't. They already know what time it is. They can't even see the stuff that I'm going through behind the scenes. They can't stand it. But tell them to be quiet and just be cool. But they all grown now. I can't wait. You gonna meet them?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I talked to your daughter and she seemed very lovely. I can say that.
Oh, my
Um,
daughter's 7. First of all, you need to talk to the whole. I got a whole army, you all. I told you I was out there. I was out
how
there.
many
I love
kids you
all of my
had?
children. I got a whole. You talking about G unit? We E
What?
unit. Well, I got a whole unit.
Lord have mercy. So
I got
you
8
like my
children.
grandfather, 12 kids, and then my
Yeah,
other
no, I
one
got
had
8. No,
13.
your grandfather got me
Oh,
beat. Okay,
and
your
then my other
grandfather's
one
a
had
whole nother.
13.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah, they're on a whole other schedule. I
yeah,
ain't
that's a
messing.
tribe.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, Wom
That
C,
is a
your
tribe.
grandfather, the whole lineage.
Hmm.
Yo. But no, I'm
Yeah.
just saying, that was a great question. I appreciate the question. And I need people to
Mhm.
start being honest. And that's why I was
Right.
honest. You see what I'm saying? Like, for real, I have nothing to hide. And that's a part of growth. You have to become uncomfortable. As a man, you have to become
Mhm.
truthful with yourself. And you get everybody the truth. Yes, I did this, I did that. Matter of fact, I did so much stuff y'all don't even know about. It'll blow y'all mind.
Wow. That's between you and the good Lord.
Exactly. But that's
Mhm.
what I'm trying to tell you. But I'm speaking in generalization. That's how man should be
Mhm.
speaking. Like, hey, that's me. That's the old me. I wouldn't be
Mhm.
here right now if it wasn't for the old me. Don't throw away your
Right.
mistakes. Your mistakes are not mistakes.
Right.
They're actually treasures if you're using them properly.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So,
What would
hey,
you say? What would you say to any young father because you made mistakes as
mhm,
a man, and maybe
mhm.
like at T. Smith, he was saying that a lot of females keep their children from from their father. If how
Yes, they
would
do, and
you
that's wrong.
talk
I
to a young man that has that situation going on? Um, how would you do that?
don't do what I did.
Mm, what?
Don't do what I did. Go off your
Uh,
emotions because when it comes to your kids, especially if you're a young father, even though
right.
we growing up as young men, we still trapped our emotions. Especially if we grew up in households in our culture
Mhm.
without a father, so we're based off emotions because we grew up of looking up our grandmoms, mamas, aunties. We had nothing but a lot of emotional energy to nothing to depend on. So
Right.
then automatically we're emotional. See, and that's the
Exactly.
absence of the father in our culture. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? If people don't understand the indirect and uh, direct effects of that, generationally,
Right.
culturally, through the years, like they don't understand the impact. They don't
Mhm.
understand like it's really real, and I'm a
Mm.
recipient of it. And
Wow.
I understand. I thank the Lord for all the strong women in my life. I thank the Lord for all of my
Right.
strong aunties, my grandmas, you know what I'm saying? My moms, you
Mhm.
know what I mean? I love you all. Like, you know what I mean? Because black women are strong, but they lost their direction just like we have. They've been programmed.
Mhm.
You know, we have the same
Mhm.
enemy, you all. We need to reunite. We need to reunite.
Mhm.
We need to reunite.
Mhm.
And really look at each other. We all been programmed to go against each other. It's the Willie Lynch letter. Y'all need to read that too, by the way.
Right.
Please, you
Right.
all really give a better perspective of why we against each other right now. You know what I mean? And that we need to stop.
Mhm.
And
Right.
yeah, I just want to let everyone know. Um,
Mhm.
Forgive yourselves. Start right now. Start right now with a new perspective
Mhm.
of doing your own research upon our ancestral history, upon your own self. Gut yourselves out. Like I keep telling everybody,
Mhm.
this is the month to gut yourselves out. Uh, you know,
Mhm.
and men, we bogus. We are turning so feminine. Um, and I already
Mhm.
explained the femininity, and that is a righteous one because we grew up in our grandma's ways,
Mhm.
and there's still strength in that. But this femininity that I'm
Mhm.
talking about, this bull crap I'm talking about, do y'all see what's going on? I don't care if everybody got. Hey, my name is Dominic Marlowe.
He's
Don't
some
matter.
emotional men out here. There's some
These mugs
emotional.
are way too emotional. I'm talking about it's beyond
Exactly.
the emotional. I was talking about the standard, the black family raising you because our pops wasn't there. That's a different strain.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
this is a whole artificial, weird, demonic. You are bloop, bleep, boop, bleep,
Mhm.
feminine. Like, y'all need to get it together because I'm telling you, it's not going to work no more because the church is changing. We changing out here.
Exactly.
We not playing none of that out here.
Why
The
do you
Lord
why
is,
do you think the men I think we talked a little bit about that. I want your opinion of why you think the men are like that. Why are they so effeminate in this day and time? They're more emotional than the
Mhm.
women. And they're to me, they can be more petty than
Amen.
women.
Amen.
So why do you think that that is in this day and time?
First and foremost, entertainment.
Okay.
Remember we talked about this, I think the second time I came on here.
Mhm.
Entertainment, entertainment. Everything they seeing through Hollywood. We're going to explain this
Mhm.
again. I'm going to give a quick synopsis if you don't mind, sister. The
Go
word
ahead.
Hollywood was the word. It was the wood of wizardry that caused trances in people's minds, and this
Mm-hmm.
comes way back. I'm talking about almost 2,000 years ago. They use Hollywood to cause casts from demons, to cause a trance in your mind, to cause an illusion. So then,
Mm-hmm.
guess where everything comes from? Hollywood, movies,
Mm-hmm.
entertainment. The mecca of all illusion is here on the West Coast, here in our country. Hollywood. And then now, guess who's their little brother? Music.
Yep.
Okay, guess who's the little brother? But
Mm-hmm.
the little brother is actually the big brother because
Mm-hmm.
everything is vibration. So,
Right.
hmm, even to see, the little brother is actually secretly the king of everything. Music. Music can make
Mm-hmm.
you tear the club up.
Yeah.
Did we talk about that? It can make you tear
Right.
the club up, make you shoot. I've been there and done it, trust me.
Right.
And especially if you're intoxicated with the spirit of
Mm-hmm.
alcohol, meaning alcohol, the spirit of alcohol, that's his name. He's the king of all alcohol. His name is alcohol. It's a Arabic word. Alcohol.
Mm.
Pharmacia. Pharmakia. That's the
Yep.
whole thing. Listen. But you remember, sister, that's a whole nother. Listen. But
Yes.
how the vibration of music can make you cry. I had songs you just all of a sudden you pull a car over like,
Mm-hmm.
oh man, you thinking about stuff you did when you were 13. Vibrations. Vibrations.
Mm-hmm.
See? So the little brother is really the big brother. And guess where vibrations come from? The king of vibrations? Lucifer. See?
Mm.
He was the king musician in the whole universe. See, musician is not the musician as we think about, like music that we. He was a controller of the manipulator of vibrations. That's what music is, you all.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is. You can feel it. I'm telling you. Put on a song and then put on another song and put on another song. You're gonna go through those because it's changing your vibrational frequency here in this dimension. So we
Wow.
all fool. We all been on cake mode. And what's happening is all the men have been programmed by the frequency of
Mm-hmm.
Hollywood, the illusion. And they slowly dulled us down, demasculated us. I think,
Yes.
listen, I've been here since De La Soul, Tribe Called Quest,
Yeah.
and I'm finding out they was cake.
They was what?
Cake, feminine, behind the scenes.
Wow. Tribe
Listen,
Called
you
West.
all, listen. My superheroes from back in the day, who I thought was up, because listen, hip hop was dulled down. If you grew up I'm 45 years old. If you listen to hip hop from my era to what it is now, you would know exactly what I'm talking about. It has been invaded year by year, slowly sneaking in with the demonic stuff, slowly creeping in.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you got these wearing purses.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
They wearing purses. Did I say
The
no? I didn't
basketball
say
players.
that word. I'm allergic to that word.
Uh-huh.
That's between. Listen, I'm gonna make this clear.
Right.
I don't care what you do in your personal bedroom. That's
Uh-huh.
between you and a father. I have nothing to do with that. But what I'm
Right.
telling you is the demasculation because I'm a real man. And I'm going to tell you, and I'm not going to bend backwards for no one. We are not what we're supposed to be as a man. So don't come to me with no and semantics with words. I'm a man. I love women.
Right.
I'm sorry, it is what it is. But
And thank God for that.
Be nice, but don't be playing with me. Did he say? No, I didn't. I don't use those words for stuff like that. It's a trap. But what I'm telling you is, what my father created me to be, I am. So what's the problem?
Well, let me say this. I have seen stories, Dominic, where there's been a mother and a father, and there's a little boy. I've seen the story before. He believes he's a little girl. So they allow that little boy to dress up because he says he's a girl, right? So what do you think about that?
I'm not laughing. Listen, please. I'm not laughing to be disrespectful. Please listen. If you don't, you guys. That's why I keep telling everybody. If you don't have a personal relationship with our Father, you don't have discernment. That's a demonic spirit. If I tell you these are two fingers, you see two fingers I'm holding up, sister. Is it three? Is it three? Can I make it three? Can I convince you that I'm holding up three fingers right now? I'm holding up two fingers, but I'm going to tell you, and no matter I feel, there's three fingers in this camera. Get up out of here. Listen, that's a demonic spirit. It's called a delusion. That's called Hollywood in a demonic spirit. Remember I called the trance? Remember how to do the trance here physically in this dimension? In the spiritual dimension. People are born under a trance. It's called a generational curse. So you need to go back to date. Parents, and grandparents. I promise you're going to find a whole bunch of sloppy stuff. Why little Jonathan want to be little Gina. It's a demonic spirit. I don't care what nobody's saying. Listen, you cannot read the scriptures and tell me and try to twist it. Go to the book of Romans. That's it. I'm done. Don't twist no scriptures. First of all, you can't twist nature. But they trying to do it, your sister. They doing splices. They made frogs gay 5 years ago. Anybody see that experiment?
Wow.
No, from the agua, from the water. Everybody go to YouTube, look it up. Just put gay frogs. I'm speaking gay. No, this is an experiment, and they labeled it that gay frogs.
So they're putting hormones
in that change the
water
frogs to be literally. So what other weaponization has they used for the feminization of man? And that was 5 years ago. So don't you think they're perfecting it to the point that we're drinking that stuff, eating that stuff, these preservatives and that stuff? We have 265 ingredients that are illegal across the whole world in food. They are telling you they are poisoning us here in America. But everybody coming at me for telling the truth. Look it up for yourself and quit talking out the side of your necks, people.
So that's why men are, turning the way that they are. They're very feminine. They're very petty.
Very feminine.
I mean, I would say even more like than a woman. And that was kind of unheard of. I would say maybe 40 years ago.
Hold on, 40 years ago.
Especially back when.
I'm from the 80s.
Right.
That wasn't happening.
That wasn't happening. But you remember when that
in the 90s wasn't happening. Come to the hood. You better be so secretive about whatever you're doing. Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm just telling you. But even the scientists that conducted the voices
sounds effeminate.
See?
Oh my gosh.
See? Look, people doing their research. Amen. Praise the Lord.
Yeah, Eshu does a lot of studying about different things that's going on.
Turn your children to another community. Amen.
Yes, I've heard of that.
See?
Wow.
Your audience is
so that explains a lot.
Amen. I told you.
So I wonder what they're doing to the women. Like, because the women
y'all becoming us.
Masculine.
Have you noticed?
Yeah.
Yo, listen, remember I was just joking at first, but I wasn't joking, but I'm joking because even comedians put the truth in humor. You have to deliver. It's a delivery system. Okay?
Right.
Let me tell you something. Women are becoming more masculine than us. Have you noticed that?
I know.
Look at the crime rates in your city, you all. Look it up. Remember, I told you, don't believe nothing I say. I'll stop being spiritually lazy and start researching your own stuff. Don't believe your pastors, your bishops, no scientists. Do your own research. Research what I'm telling you. Females are shooting more people now lately than anybody.
Males.
They are becoming
I would have to research that.
Research it. They
Well,
are so
you know
masculine.
what?
And hold
I
on.
do
Not
sometimes.
even your research, especially from my experience being a man.
Right.
You all too masculine.
Right.
Way too masculine.
Is it
I ain't got
just
to do no
in?
research. I'm living it. I'm a man. Way too masculine.
Okay. Okay.
And you know I'm telling the truth. Not you. You know I'm saying generalization. So everybody, I'm
Yeah.
speaking in generalization. So don't think I'm speaking to anybody, especially my sister. She's very feminine and very beautiful, as you can see. My sister. Y'all
Thank
better
you.
take her and take care of her. But listen, but no, for real. Like, for real.
Uh-huh.
Like, you
Well,
tell me, females ain't becoming us.
look, look. I do feel
Bro,
a little bit
what's
stronger
that
than
little big
some
nose
men.
girl name with the guns and be
Who?
Glorilla?
Gorilla. Yeah,
Glorilla,
yeah.
all
I
stuff
like
like
that
that. You know,
too.
Cardi B turning them to sluts. Uh,
Oh Lord.
Megan Thee Stallion turning them to sluts. I see 9-year-old girls on TikTok with their mama.
Right.
What? This is what it is?
It used to not be that way.
Either you a slut as a female, or go slut gold digger, or you shooting guns. You out there with us. You out there with the noggles.
Mm-hmm.
I'm living it.
And
I
it's
see
sad.
it every day. I live it. I'm in the hood. I'm telling you, it's facts. I don't care what
Right.
y'all know what I'm talking about. If you in the hood,
Right.
you know what I'm talking about. I'm there,
Mm-hmm.
and it's facts. They becoming us every day.
Let me ask you this, Dominic. What do you think? You were talking about the women being too masculine. Is it just Black women, or is it women in general?
Oh no, it's something in the agua. It's something in the water. You all listen. I deal with all races. Latinos, whites, everybody, Asians, female, everybody. First of all, want to be hip hop. Much
Right.
love to the Melanites, by the way. You know, but we influencing the world the wrong way.
Uh-huh.
Everybody's following our lead. You notice that? I don't care what nobody say. You don't see none of us trying to dress. What I'm about to say is just facts. I'm done. Everybody needs to say it. Okay? You don't see none of us trying to dress and rap like y'all, talk like y'all, but the whole world do us. The whole world dress like us, rap like us, try to talk like us, try to put their hair like us. Everybody, but then they diss us. They steal all of our energy and they diss. I'm done with that. We accept you. We love you because I got all races with us. We love you. You know what I'm saying? But for those who want to keep being vultures and just take, we're not giving it the proper respect, move around. So we have all races. I see all women becoming masculine. And y'all know, y'all see them, especially actually the white women becoming more masculine than they following the trend. Cutting their hair. These girls coming working in factories, buff. I thought it was a dude. You can see at first glance, you're like, oh, snap. I thought that was Jonathan. No.
Lord have mercy.
Jane. That's Jane.
Right, right.
So, no, I see all races. See, it's spiritual, you all. Race don't count no more. Stop with this racial stuff. You helping them defeat all of us with this race stuff, you all. We're here as Mennonite people to educate the whole world. That's why we got demoted in the first place. We got too arrogant, and guess what happened? We became everybody slaves, didn't we? So stop with the arrogance with your melanin. I'm done with all of that. Don't come over here with that. We got demoted. We got demoted. Get out of here. You know what I'm saying? And then he's restoring his covenant right now. Only for those who really qualify. And it's beyond your melanin. I promise you. So, yeah, that's what I got to say about that.
Yes. Hello to everybody that came in. I can't speak to everybody, but I hope everybody's doing well. Thank you for joining me and Mr. Dominic. Again, this is an open men's panel. Anybody can come up. John, you can come up. Joshua, you can come up. Any man would like to come up and share with us.
I'm a student. Let's go. I want to learn something, gentlemen. I'm a student. I'm a better student than I am a teacher.
When you see women, Dominic, when you see women in this day and time, you told me that you seen them as a little bit more masculine. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
what do you look for in a woman? Despite of what you see out here, do you
Mm-hmm.
what are you looking for?
I'm looking for capacity.
Hmm.
Capacity first and foremost. Meaning that, listen, people don't understand. You can have all the qualifications physically. You can look good, smell good,
Hmm.
sound good. You can support me at times. But if you don't have the capacity, meaning that the Lord taught me this, it's not our job to get wisdom. It's our job to have the room. His job is to provide the wisdom. But if you don't have the
Hmm.
capacity, the room to accept his gifts, you will never grow. So if a woman cannot accept my growth, I just need a woman that can accept my lifestyle for him because I'm always growing. So I'm just looking for
Hmm.
capacity, and that capacity is all circumference in itself. It comes with loyalty, dedication, you know what I'm saying? And just,
Hmm.
yo, let's grow. I just want somebody to grow with. So capacity,
Right, right.
capacity. That's the best way I can
Mhm.
sum it up. Capacity.
How do you see, well, how do you take care of a woman that you're with?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Thank you, Arabia. How can you take care of a woman that you with? How can you show her that she's valuable?
Mm-hmm. By
Can
the
you do?
same way, by taking care of myself, first and foremost.
Mm-hmm,
Because the more better I feel, the more successful I am, the
mm-hmm,
more I'm gonna put her on the platform. The more I'm gonna try to amplify her. But once again, if she
mm-hmm.
doesn't have that capacity to receive the level of which I'm giving her the gifts, she can't receive the gifts I'm gonna give her. So
Right,
I can take care of her as much as I take care of myself. Actually, I take care of strangers better than I take care of myself.
right,
And that's why my people tell me to slow down.
right.
So imagine my queen that has the capacity.
Uh-huh.
So that's the best way I can explain that. I mean, it's better than I can take care of myself.
Right, right, right. Do you see a shoes comment?
Racism
Do you see a
remains
pin?
pervasive in the ideology of white supremacy, hindering our ability to claim our heritage, lands, or titles. Let's not. Obtuse. Ah, come on. All right, listen. You're right. Listen. We have to be beyond that now. That's what I mean by come on. You're right. I'm not disagreeing, but that's temporal thing. I'm in a different zone right now. I'm thinking about eternal principles right now because all of this is for the collapse. Titles, earthly deeds, everything. Watch, mark my words, you all of this is over with. I don't even know how it lasted this long. So we need to
Mhm.
be packing for eternity. So it's not that I was roasting you. You're right here when it comes to earthly laws and principles and principalities, principle, politics and laws and great.
Mhm.
I ain't got no more time for that. I'm sorry. I really don't. And you shouldn't either because you need to be packing your bags for eternity, getting your relationship with him proper right now
Mhm.
because it's over with. And you trust me. Unless you want the microchips and you want the new system, because all the things that you just brought up has nothing to do with the new constitution. Y'all didn't hear about that one, did
Wow,
you? Ooh, pick it up.
crazy.
Ooh, all right. So that's a whole. See, that's what I'm saying. People don't understand. All right, Wamsi though, but I appreciate them. But please, I
Do
need you to get eternal principles instead of
what
temporal.
I should say.
Yes, it will, and what land you return to. I'm trying to go to eternity. You go ahead. You focus on any land. Everything is the new world order. Anywhere you go is it's just the beast world system. So
Uh-huh.
I don't want to return to a land. I want to go this time. I want to go home. I'm here to do my
Mm,
duty. I want to go home. Home.
okay. If anybody would like to, any man would like to hit the panel, the link is pinned at the top. All you have to do is touch the link, and it should let you up, and then just cam up so I could see you, and you can take it. You can come up, okay? And that's for Joshua. I think he wanted to come up. What's Stephen say?
Wait, is
Our
that my guy
spirit.
Joshua from the UK? Wait, who is this
Yeah.
one? Wait, who is this? Our spirit.
This is skipping ain't easy.
Anything material to the next round. Exactly. We must reach our exactly. Wamsi. Exactly what I just said. Thank you for the confirmation. The color Wamsi. Lanu. Wam. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to reach to. You can go to your
Skipping ain't
you
easy,
can go to any
buddy.
land if you want
But
to. But wow, that was confirmation.
mhm.
But no, where's Joshua? Is
Mhm.
that I got Joshua, my brother from the UK?
Joshua,
Yes.
I think
Hold on. No, wait. Oh, okay, that's not
he said I'll be
my
in
guy
Thailand.
Joshua. There's another
That's
one.
not Joshua.
What's up, Joshua from
Oh,
Thailand?
okay.
No doubt, Wamshi, love.
Well, I want to know, as a man, when you look at women and you're looking, you were looking for a mate or whatever, like, did you have an issue with women? I know previously you talked about women wearing
Yeah.
makeup, didn't like that. What do you think about that? What do you think about plastic surgery? A natural
Dang,
woman,
sister.
like,
Dang,
I'm just
sister,
asking
you bring it
questions.
on. You put me on the spot. You
Well,
trying to
well,
make
I
me
just gotta,
I'm
I would
already
ask,
like
I
you
would
trying to
ask the
make me look.
men.
Oh snap. All
No,
right. I
I mean,
know.
I'm just asking the men that if they. uh,
I'm gonna let me
Come
see
on, just I mean,
somebody can
hey,
other men. See, look, they scared of all of this. I love you, man, because I know y'all listening, but
yeah.
y'all scared of all of this. That's why they scared. They let me take all of you. I'm gonna be the one after this whole thing. They gonna say Dominic hate women, Dominic roasted women, Dominic this. Y'all want me to take all the beef. But you just asked some
Well,
questions,
it
that's
is
some
what it
serious
is.
questions. You know that's gonna stir some stuff. Whoever answer that,
Mhm.
you know that's gonna cause whoever's painted on those answers. We done. So look.
Hey, hey, look. I want you to,
All
I
right, but
want
you
you
know
to
what?
keep
I
it
represent
100.
God.
You said you keep it
I'm gonna answer.
real.
I'm gonna answer because I
Okay,
represent God. There's nothing on
right.
this earth that I fear. But I just want all the sisters and everybody in the earth know what I'm about to say. I love you still. But this is the truth. I'm sorry. I'm not
Right.
laughing, but I'm laughing. This is the Lord who gonna be laughing. Because
Go
all right,
ahead.
you said make up. Listen to the word make up. Say make up.
Mhm.
You're
Mhm.
making up something that's not real. So we're gonna move past that.
Mhm.
Then
Mhm.
the things. Now, what caught me was okay because I was out there and I was passing Narcan. This was a month and a half ago, and a couple of prostitutes is out there, and one of them had
Mhm.
the eyelashes on so long. No, it listen. I said, listen, sister, we're
Uh-huh.
gonna pray. She said, I want to show you something, Dominic. I said, what? She said, do you know where they come from? She said, I wear these. They call cumbrellas.
What?
Cumbrellas. They were invented because the prostitutes invented them in Italy, 1592. Look it up. Everybody, look it up. Cumbrella. A prostitute invented those long eyelashes for the cum one getting her eyes.
Oh my God.
So
Well,
while
I
everybody trying
definitely
to see
ain't
how
wearing
Lucifer
none for
turned into
that.
a fashion statement, look it up.
Uh-huh.
Look it up.
Look, I'm definitely not wearing that.
Look it up. See, that's what I'm saying. We've been
Oh Lord,
lied
that's
to about
crazy.
everything. We need to start investigating everything. So I'm telling you the
Mm.
truth. Okay, what's your third question? I asked you two of them. What's your third question?
Oh
I
my
know. Hey, I'm
gosh.
answering them. I
I'm a
told you.
little
Hey, I'm
scared.
gonna. Since no man want to help me, I'm gonna take the
Rare,
bullet for all of us.
rare money is in. Look, Dominic, rare money is in the building. Thank you, rare money, for inviting
Red
us and
Money,
being one of
Wom
the
C. What's
brave
up, Red
men.
Money? What's up, man?
Hey, what's good, brother? How
What's
you
good,
doing?
fam? What's good, fam? Oh, What's
Okay,
good,
Carter.
dude?
She asked you the hard questions, ain't
Yeah, you see that? You see, she put me on. You see it? Thank you, Rare Money. You a rare
Oh
guy
Lord.
for
She
helping
trying
me
to
out because you see,
put you
I've
in
been
the
taking the
fire.
bullets up here. She asked me like stuff that's gonna get me murdered after this.
Yeah, you know what type of times we in now. You can't be asking no man them type questions.
Right? Exactly. Thank you, thank you. But you know what? I have to. I have to because like she didn't even know. She didn't even know. So sisters need to know. So somebody got to sacrifice themselves for this.
That's
So
right.
yeah, I go. Let's go. I'm sacrificing myself, reputation,
Well,
everything for this because
hopefully
everybody needs to know the
look.
truth.
Look, hopefully my eyelashes ain't that long where it's where it's saying that.
No, look it
But
up. I want everybody. I told you guys, never believe anything I say. You know that, sister, right? Ever since day
yes,
one, and I
yes,
tell
yes.
everybody to look up everything I say, right? I tell
Right,
people, don't
right.
believe me. Research what I just told you, and you're gonna be blown away. You probably rip them things off your face, and your eyelid probably fall off so fast when you try to rip
Oh
them off.
Lord.
So
Well,
yeah,
look, now I done seen them real thick and real long that it's like,
but no,
wow,
that's why they
that's
were
amazing.
created. Period.
Hmm.
So look it
Well,
up.
Joshua, if you go up to the very top of the chat, you will see a link and it's pinned at the very top. All you have to do is touch that link, and it should let you in. Okay. And once you do that, you probably, I don't know if you're set up with Google or, but you have to just press that link and then it will let you either cam up or cam down. If you cam down, you know, don't touch the camera part of it. So I hope you understand what I'm saying. You just have to go up to the very top.
No, where
So,
Rare Money at? Hold on. Where my brother Rare Money?
right.
Rare Money, you still with us? Rare Money. What up, brother? Listen. What do you have to say? What I have to say? Like, could you add on to that? Could you help me? Could you? Am I the only one gonna get shot up? Do you have anything
What was the
about
question
makeup?
again?
Hold on. Could you ask Rare Money the same questions, please, sister? Ask Rare Money the
I was
same questions.
asking, listen, Rare Money, I was asking, what do you think about women that wear makeup, that wear eyelashes, or if they have plastic surgery, or do you prefer a natural woman all over? Like, how do you view that?
Ooh,
That's what I asked.
that's
Mhm.
tough. Hey, me personally, I don't
Uh-huh.
really. Makeup ain't bad. I like natural, but if it can't be no, I do like a percentage. So you can't be putting no makeup on and then look like a complete different person. So it got to be like a
Right.
little enhancement. You already beautiful, and it just take you from an 8 to a 9 or a 9 to a 10. Something like that. We
All
ain't
right.
doing no.
All right.
You can't go from no 2 to a 10 and then you go
My
back off
God.
and then you back a 10. So that's witchcraft for
Right.
me.
Right.
You know
That
what?
would be trick me.
Rare Money. That's what I'm talking about. He said from a 2 to a 10.
To
That's
10.
witchcraft. You know what?
Yeah.
Rare
I
Money.
agree.
Rare
I
Money.
agree.
Rare Money.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say is Rare Money. You hit it everything. Hey, so look. All right, thank you, man, for the bravery. I'm just gonna be quiet. You can keep talking, though. You
Yeah,
know
I
what
mean
I mean?
it's just the truth
So
though.
what
It's
about the
simple logic.
Bernard? You can come up if you like. Hmm. Hmm. It's
Hey,
all about
listen, I'm sorry,
personality.
Bernard
Okay,
98. Listen, bro.
Joshua.
He said it doesn't matter. It's all about
Blessings.
personality. Until you wake up in the morning, all that makeup is off, and you see that you woke up to something. All right, okay,
Yeah, because a smile to me, a smile can be part of your personality.
Right.
And
amen.
you smiling and then you put your teeth in the glass at night and you wake up gummy bear next to me in the next morning.
See,
Now I don't like your personality no more.
that's what I'm see.
Look, not a gummy
Listen,
bear.
Yeah, gummy bear mouth.
hey,
Hi,
yo, that's
Joshua.
what I'm
How are
talking
you?
about. Now we
Blessings,
talking.
Selena.
Now
Blessings,
we
people.
talking,
I'm
Judge.
okay. Thank you for the
Now we talking.
instructions. Very clear and concise. I hope everyone's blessed.
Yes.
Here's
Thank you
my
for
brother
joining us.
Joshua, UK. What up, Wamsi? Let's go.
Warm
Salute,
she,
bro.
warm she. Blessings, man.
Wamsi. What up, brother? Hey,
So,
so what do you think about? Okay, could you ask him one more time? Could you ask
Joshua,
this man from you? Yes.
what do you think about women that wear makeup or weave or have plastic surgery? Or do you prefer a natural woman all over?
All
How
right,
do you
Faith.
see
I'm
that?
gonna,
Mhm.
I'm gonna, I'm gonna take it in my pastor's words right now. I'm gonna say, comes to the depths of hell itself. Yeah, all of that weave, all of that other stuff. Get out of here, man. 'Cause at the end of the day, you're changing up what the Lord has given to you. That's the way I see it. So, I don't judge the women, and at the end of the day, the times we're living in, it is normalized, But me,
Uh-huh.
myself personally, I see many beautiful women, and they look more beautiful
Yeah.
naturally, in my opinion. I think that the
Okay.
makeup, and again, just going back, Selena, to what I've learned as well is, all this makeup, all these eyelashes, all of these things, it's been implemented by our fallen big brothers, and it's not anything good. What you see, whatever comes to them is no
Okay.
good. And just talking about what Rare Money was saying as well is, you know,
Mm-hmm.
no one wants to be waking up next to someone who's not the same person they were the night before. And I don't condone in all that fornicating stuff. You should have a wife if you want to have sexual relations. Go and get yourself a wife, but like you wouldn't want to think, I feel like marrying this woman, and then Tutu's like, she takes off her hair and she's bald or something. Like, you'll be like, yo, like, what's going on? You know what I'm trying to say? So, but
Hey,
yeah,
Wamsi, man.
that's
Man, the
my
Wamsi.
way he
opinion,
said ball made me cough, man.
Come on, man. We can still have a laugh and a joke, but it's straight facts around here, brothers. Like,
Wow.
and one thing I'll say as well is Dominic's made me, like, we can't fear to speak around here, like no matter what jobs we're in, no matter what we're doing in our personal life, no matter anyone else's opinion here, say the truth, innit? But that's what it is, the truth. Like,
Wamsi.
they I believe personally, just ladies, we love you very much, but you don't
Yes.
need makeup to be beautiful. You don't. And another thing I just want to say to the ladies as well, the way Satan set it up here, Selena, is
Mm-hmm.
comparing, just like men will compare. I was, oh, you know what,
Right.
my boy's got a better car than me, so you know what, I need to do better. It's always comparing. But the thing with women is, just like with us as men, from a young age, we're more like the money. What do you have? What assets do you have? Do you have a car? Do you have money? Do you
Wamsi.
have your stuff together? With women,
Mm-hmm.
there's this beauty, isn't it? There's this, does she look good? And it's always just visual. So I feel like a lot of women go to the makeup and the weave and all this stuff because they want to look like someone else, and that's not what the Lord created, though, because you are you. Like, just like Dominic said, we all have an individual fingerprint. There is no woman, no man with the
Mm-hmm.
same fingerprint as you. Yeah, so warm she
Wamsi.
warm she on that, Pastor, just warm
Wamsi.
she on
Thank
you
you,
guys.
man. Thank you, yo, Josh from UK. Thank you, man, on Wam. But
Okay.
no, that's hey,
That's
Josh
it.
and Rare Money, they got a show between themselves. Between themselves, yo,
Right.
Rare Money
So
and Josh got
so
a
so
new
I'm
show.
hearing, listen, Dominic, I'm hearing that Joshua is saying that he just wants a natural woman. He doesn't want the weave, he doesn't want the makeup, he just wants natural. Rare Money says it's okay, but in moderation. So, and you're kind of like what, in between,
No,
or
listen, because I can see some women put on a little foundation, right? This is a sprinkle, right? Just a
Mhm.
touch up, a
Right.
touch up. So I see what Red Money talking about. I
Mm-hmm.
can accept a touch up,
Mm-hmm.
but where, like you said, you wake up. Who, who is this? This is not who I want. Like we
It's
fell
a different
asleep, we
person.
thinking, yeah, you look totally different. Yeah, everything falling off, and just like you remind me, I'm gonna get you sucker movie. When she was putting on everything, you remember that? I'm gonna get you sucker. You gotta remember that. That's the first Damon Wayne,
Oh
first Keenan
Lord.
Wayne, Ivory Wayne movie. Period. I'm gonna get you sucker. Like
Oh,
so, I'd rather have love you for you off top, and I can see you doing it after the fact. Let's do it. Like, okay, what about that?
mm-hmm.
Right?
Yo, listen
Let's
as
just
well.
say,
Yeah, sorry to cut you off here, Pastor.
yes,
Just
sir.
you just brought something to my mind, and love you for
Hmm.
you. So women want to be loved for themselves, right? Everyone wants to be loved for themselves, right? How can you be loved for yourself if you're not, or your authentic self in the flesh, as the way you look? And I'm not being funny, but You know, and this is why a lot of women, they'll say, oh, you know what, well, the man left me, you just had sex with me and he left. Because you weren't being, and I'm not being funny, but you weren't being yourself. But again, I'll have to disagree with what Raymond said, because I didn't even hear that, and I'm not saying that in a bad way. But even what my pastor said, I'll have to kind of disagree with him, you know, saying the small makeup and the foundation, because he's the one who's shown me so much information. I believe eternity's on the line. And at the end of the day, I'm not being funny, but the Lord doesn't do anything wrong. He doesn't do anything wrong. So why do we, like, you know, to be honest,
Right, now listen. What I was agreeing with Rare Money and Josh in between, what I'm telling you is people don't have no idea. Like the outfit I'm wearing, every day that I dress, it builds a certain self-esteem. Do you not understand this? You have to have some gravity or some kind of energy that pulls you to feel better about yourself here.
Confidence.
Hold on, listen, right? Okay, yes, confidence, exactly. So, but if you're not overdoing it, right, to the point where people don't recognize you on any form.
Yeah, bang on, I'll get you.
Right? So that's where I'm coming from. On
I
that,
can see that.
everybody needs some kind of boost. I'm telling you here, especially in
Thank
this
you for
modern world.
explaining. I take my point back, and I understand.
No,
As long as you know,
no. That's the Lord. That's how He does it.
I
It's
mean,
the fact.
that's just your preference, you know, because I'm like this, you know, I can do with or without it. I do it because it enhances, not because it's making me to a total different person. Like, if you've watched any of my lives previously, I have cammed up with no makeup. You know what I'm saying? I have a head full of hair. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I like to enhance it and look different. So it's not so much that I'm trying to be a total different person. It's just that there's things that I like to look. I like to enhance. I've always, as a little girl, was into beauty. My grandmother was a pretty woman, and she was a hard worker. I mean, she was out in the she had about, I think, 4 gardens on her land. So she was a hard worker, but she also enjoyed her fashion. She enjoyed her hats and putting on a little blush and putting on a little lipstick. I mean, as women, we are, for the most part, you know, there is some women that are not into it. We're into beauty. You know what I'm saying? The problem is if beauty overtakes you, that's when it's called vanity. And when people cannot recognize you because you look totally different without makeup, you know what I'm saying? So I
Yes,
think
and
that
that's yes.
things can be done in moderation. I think that also it's a personal preference. Some men prefer women that wear no makeup, that wear no weave or wear no wigs, and that's
Yeah.
perfectly fine. So I would be with a man that wouldn't mind as long as it's in moderation. I would not be with a man, or he probably wouldn't choose me if it was a man that did not like any makeup or like any wigs, things of that nature. So it's a personal preference, I think, with
Yes,
that. But the problem, like I said, is don't let that type of stuff overtake you.
yep. And
Spot
you
on,
know what?
spot on.
You explained it right. And the thing is, you all listen. This is a whole new day and age, and I keep trying to tell people
Facts.
this wartime. It is war time. So it's going to come to a point where you're not going to even care about no makeup, sister.
Mhm.
It's about to become to a point in time you have to.
Yeah, we ain't gonna care about that. We're gonna try to survive.
You're not going to even care how we
Right.
dress. We're going to. It's either him or your microchip in the world. Okay? Because in
Right.
a minute, if you really love him or not,
Right.
you're not going to be the access makeup.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? If you really love him, you're going to forsake everything.
Right.
Anyway.
We ain't gonna care nothing about that.
It's about to be harvest time.
Right.
So I need everybody. And then I see the question by
Mhm.
T. Smith says, well, my name is Dominique, not Dominique. That's the female version. But Dominique, is he familiar with who is that? Hey, no, I'm just saying, wow, no, no disrespect to the Quran sheet. But what is that? The etymology dictionary
Etymology,
definition?
dictionary.
No, I don't. No,
Mhm.
I'm not. So put me on then, because I'm a better student than I am a teacher.
Mhm.
So I don't even know what you're talking about. But on Wamshi, but my name is Dominic. But yes, I love you all. I do gotta go though, sister. Next Friday, are we on? What's up?
Next Friday.
Let's go. Every Friday, you all. Hey, listen, tune into my sister's channel. You all, I love her very much. I'm telling you all. Let's no. You already know how we get down on one. You know what?
Yeah. Thank
please,
you. Keep me in prayer. Look, keep
everything in prayer. Keep everything in her in your prayers, the family in your prayers. But her situation is about to change. She's gonna be so balling. She's gonna buy me a steak and potatoes coming soon here. Everybody, no, I'm telling you, listen.
Yeah, right.
You know, she didn't say it. She didn't say it. I'm just telling you, she's gonna be a baller. Like she's just mark my words. And remember, remember this conversation, you all. Remember this show. Remember this episode. And I said that. And we're gonna be eating steak potatoes. That's it.
All right.
You want to pray us out though, because we need to. I gotta pray us out. We can't close without.
All right. Well, we enjoyed you, Dominic. And like I said, you guys check out his channel as well as the book. I do have his book on my community wall, so it's on Amazon. So guys, check it out. He is phenomenal. So y'all check it out. Check it out, and please check out his channel. Thank you so much, and I will see you next Friday.
But I'm gonna talk to you before then.
Talk to you before then.
When I get to New York,
so we can get
I'll be in New York. You all, here I come. All right, all right. We approach your.
All right, New York.
Gratitude. We love you so much, Father. And we just ask anything that want to be attached to us that be broken in the name of Jesus and Yahshua's name. We send you all angels to protect her family, to protect her goals, her channel, anything that she wants to do, Father, and protect all of us that watch this and those who ain't even here right now that may watch it in the future be protected. So, Father, we break any covenants, any dark forces, anything. We thank you in advance for your faith, your forgiveness, and everything. We love you so much, Father. All the things we thank you in your Son, Yahshua, also known as Jesus Christ, by way of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Wamshi.
Amen.
Let's go.
Amen. All right. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, sisters.
All right. See you later, Dominic.
Wamshi, Pastor.
Wamshi, Joshua. Hey, yo, Rare Money. We got to link up. Rare Money, man.
Yes, sir. Hey, yeah, man, I gotta holler at you, man.
Get in touch with me, man.
Yeah, I was supposed to get off at 3 today, man. I ain't get home till late today, man. I was supposed to be early today.
It's all good. Hit me up, man. I love you both. Joshua, UK, you international now, by the way. Selena, you international because he holding us down. He holding us down.
Right.
And he can hold you down. Let's
go.
Wamshi. All right, I love you all.
So
thank you, Selena. I'll see you. All right, Wam.
All right, bro.
All right, I'll talk to you later. Thank you. King JDS said there's a unique beauty about a woman without makeup. You know, some people have said that like when I don't have makeup on, they can see my dimples, you know, and really, you know, I'm not a person that can't be seen without it, you know. And I think sometimes people, especially on here, get that misconstrued with me. But I do, like, I have, you know, cammed up, and you've seen me Rare Money a few times where, you know, I shown myself without the, you know, the powder or the eyelashes. And, you know, I think it should enhance if it's going to enhance anything, but I don't think it should cover up your features and just your face, you know. But again, I really feel like it's people's preference on what they want in a woman, you know what I'm saying? But I appreciate your you know, your ideal or your opinion, Joshua, on how you feel about it. And but like Dominique was saying, it's going to be a time where we're not going to be worried about our makeup or our wigs or anything or fashion. We're going to be worried about how to survive.
You know what it is,
you
sister?
know,
you know what it is. There's people out there in the road right now already living like that, you know. and it's just a sheltered
Mm-hmm.
people, and in a way we're all sheltered, even if we've come up in the hood or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, if we've had a hard life, we've been sheltered in a certain way. We ain't born in war. You know, I just say so 100. I believe that what Dominic's saying. You know, I don't know whether it's going to be our lifetime or our children or grandchildren's lifetime, but it's definitely,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's going to happen soon. If you're a believer in God and you know what's going on, you know, then it's going to happen
Mm-hmm.
soon. But yeah, you're right. You know, Selena, it's definitely preference. You are correct. But yeah, but people living across the world in war right now, and it's just because it hasn't hit home. Like for us, like we're chilling in our houses right now, that we can't fathom it. But imagine that. Just imagine, just each you picture in your head right now that somewhere. I'm not going to name specific countries, but there
Mm-hmm.
is wars happening, and if not wars, there is persecutions happening. It's,
Right.
you know,
I,
so
hey
we just
Josh, I'm
bless.
sorry to cut you out. I think a lot of people feel it, and what society is doing is trying to ignore it. Like a
Right.
Yes,
lot of people know, like
exactly.
something's not right, something's going on. But I'm gonna keep shopping. I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna keep doing this. Watching TV. All
Mm-hmm.
the everything that we do to keep us distracted it's turned up to another
Mm-hmm.
level. I really do believe that people really know that something's not right and something's about to happen and something's going on. Also, I seen a comment from T. Smith talking about the Catholic Church. I'm gonna check that book out you was talking about, but I had been knew that without even that book you just referenced, T. Smith. That's a yeah, they bamboozled the whole world, and you got a lot of people that then fell off from God because of them, and they associate all religion was created
Right.
to divide, and I don't believe
Yep,
in religion. I
yep.
believe the Most High and His Son, and how you get to Him,
Facts.
and that I don't have to label myself as a Christian or label myself as this and that or whatever. It's believing in His Word and His direction and everything he told us what we need to do and be a light on this earth. Everything else is extra and added, and you know
Right.
what is real when you know what's being attacked the most, and you get confirmation.
Exactly.
Like a walk with God is an experience. So I can't tell Selena how God. I can tell her about him, but I can't tell her how I feel about him
It's
because
like it's
yeah,
like real money. It's like I've spoken to many people before, and you know what I always say to them. It's like I wish I could download what's in my brain to yours, so then you could know what I know, and you could see what I've seen. Because how many people have, I'm sure you've spoken to Rare Money. I'm sure Selena you have as well. How many people have we spoken to that I love everyone? Because when I heard Dominic's testimony, I love everyone. So I don't go about now like how they've got a lot of these younger generations. Everyone wants to up. Everyone wants to be there. They always say, "Oh, if you're not, you be hated and all this stuff." But
Mm-hmm.
the point I'm trying to make is this. Before I get off track, is you could speak to someone on the street, or you could speak to your work colleague, or you could speak to your friend, and you could say, you know what, just believe in God, because this is one thing I say, because a lot of the times, I'm sure both of you would agree, people would try to talk to you or will end up talking to you for, I don't know, Selena, something to do with your business, or I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
Rare Money, something to do, I don't know, it might have liked your watch or something, and it will always be a conversation around that. But what I
Mm-hmm.
tend to do, because I know how real life is, and I know none of this stuff, it really means, it doesn't, what does it mean? You know what I mean? So, but when you bring up God to a lot of people, in genuine society now, exactly back to what Rare Money said as well. It just people just want to forget and just, oh, let's have fun, live and let live every day. Let's just watch Netflix. What's on tomorrow? But we're gonna die one day, aren't we? We're gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah, our heart's gonna stop. It ticks. The point I was trying to make is this: though they don't believe it at all. Like they don't believe it. Like you would speak to them and say, and a lot of them they wouldn't even believe in God. I was speaking to a guy today, God bless him, and I did pray for him. And this was just like basically in a takeaway. I've gone to get my takeaway, and he's in there getting his takeaway. We ended up speaking, and I ended up conversations trying to show him, and I did pass out Dominic's testimony as well, as I do as usual. But I did try
Mm-hmm.
to show him, and it's like these people can't see though. It's like there are people who are literally blind who can't see. For example, the stuff that we can see, and this is why I realized it wasn't, it's about him, it's about God. Because when you have that personal relationship with God, And it's not about religion, exactly as Rare Money said as well, because that's one thing I've begun to realize. I've got a lot of blessed friends, you know, a lot of friends that I love who are Muslims, and a lot of people who I know
Mhm.
are Muslims. But you know, I'm not saying, you know, that I just know it's not religion, and I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe he died on the sins for, he died on the cross for us, and religion causes more division than it does bringing
Yeah.
together, and that's one thing Satan's
Mhm.
implemented to confuse the masses again. Because I used to be like that. I'm sure a lot of us did. How are we gonna work here if you
Mhm.
know, you got this religion, you got Buddhism, then you got Islam, then you got Christianity, then you got Orthodox, unorthodox, you got everything. It's just from the get go. It's kind of
Just
overbearing,
division.
daunting.
Mhm.
You know,
But that's
thinking
why I said it's an experience. Like, so you can like all those other, and it's no disrespect to them, or whatever, but you can actually.
Money, you're in the matrix. What
What
did you
about now?
say?
Can you hear me
Yeah, I
now?
can hear you. Hmm.
Yeah, I was saying that it's a walk with Christ is an experience. So you can only know how he talks to you and how he feels and
and you can
experience
only
it.
know what he's done in your life exactly.
Yeah,
And this is,
exactly.
but this is why I said I wish I could download it sometimes to people, because it's like I speak to people and it's like maybe they ain't even tried. Like, how many people have actually tried? You know, one thing I say to anyone listening to this, guy, I know at the moment there's not many people, but I don't know, even if it gets 100, 500,000 views in the next month or something, or week, or who knows. I just want to say this. You know, all of you lot that say, "Oh, I've got depression, I've got anxiety, I've got this and I've got that." Just give your life to God. Just question yourself. I know I'm making it sound easy, but just question yourself and think. You know what? Have I actually tried to give my life to God? Have I actually communicated with God? And I'm not talking about, oh, you know, when your car breaks down and you say, oh, God, help me, all of this stuff, and you say, God, help me. At the end of the day, we are humans, right? We are made in his image. He's not a human, but how would you feel? How would you feel even if it was your son and you had a son, you know what I mean? And or you had a daughter, Selena, and then your daughter didn't want to know you all of her life, did whatever she wanted to do, but as soon as something happened, it's, oh, Selena, can you help me? Or you had a friend, for example, didn't phone you, but then phoned you once every year to say, oh, can I borrow £1,000, please? Is that all right? You know what I mean? So just what I would
Right.
say to people, anxiety, depression, all of these things, because that's a big thing for me that I realize as well, that he works in, because those things are not
Mhm.
from him. The God didn't put us down on earth, provide us with air to breathe, provide us with lungs and all these things for us to be thinking about, oh, you know what? I'm stressed about tomorrow because I might get a parking ticket that ain't even happened. And I can't, you know what I'm trying to say? So you have to realize that in itself is demonic. It's demonic presences, and start rebuking them out, man. I'll tell you straight, because I don't have no fear for none of these things. I don't think any of you should have any fear for these things, but I warn you that they will attack you a lot more. And the way they attack you is
All
in
right,
many ways.
Joshua. Mhm.
You know what I'm trying to say. But
Right.
the way that they will attack you is in many ways. But that's what it is, Selena, my bad. I kind of lost track as to what I was saying. If you can remind me when you're
Okay. Well,
not
let me
asking.
ask you this
Yeah.
question. Let me ask this question. What is, I'm going to start with Rare Money. What is your definition of a good man? Being a good man?
Um, First off, following God's order
Hmm.
and being a protector and a provider, um, for your family, and she was just taking care of business, bossing up, being responsible. Pretty much. It's really self-explanatory. I mean, well, it's not, but because it ain't a lot of good men out here, but just
Oh,
bossing up and taking care of your responsibility and being a leader.
okay. So, what are some other characteristics that a man would have? Um, what are some characteristics that you would say that a good man would have? I know you said
Um,
he would be a good
be,
provider and a leader, but
yeah, and on being logical, um,
mhm.
having a balanced mindset, knowing when to because to me it's a lot of feminine men out here now, so it's always about just being smart, being logical. I think
Mm-hmm.
that we was created to be logical. That's our purpose, and y'all was
Mm-hmm.
created to have the emotion. That's why y'all can give birth
Mm-hmm.
for 9 months and have baby and go through all the pain. A woman cheat on a man, we lose our mind and we all messed up, but we can cheat on a woman 2, 3 times and she'll take us back. A woman was designed to deal with pain on another level. Men wasn't designed that. We was designed to look and name and just be logical. So to me it's logical. And with logic,
Right,
everything
right.
else comes. That's common sense.
Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. What's your definition, Josh, of being a good man? And can you describe that to me, the characteristics?
Being a good man, I would say being a good man in today's society, whenever, first of all, God, having a personal relationship with God, trying to get your partner closer to God and your children closer to God. Besides God, I would say being a provider. Now, that doesn't need to say you need to have millions of pounds, but just making sure that you've got stuff sorted, because there's a lot of people who are not just the basics, just probably don't have any savings, or don't have this, and don't be having kids, don't be trying to find a woman, don't be trying to do that. At least have your basics. That's one thing I would say as well, to be a provider. So your wife and your partner can look to you and not need to worry. Now the problem now in today's society is that's now been warped, because when I say provider, I mean, like, like, if you've got a wife, you're never gonna let your wife starve. You're never gonna let your wife not have a roof over her head. And God, as if you're with God, He's gonna sort you out. And you know what I mean. But it's been warped now, in the sense of, you've seen all these gold digger pranks and everything, that it should be, oh well, you know what, if I phone my man and I need £5,000 on a Saturday morning, when I know he works a 9 to 5, he should give me the £5,000. You know what I mean? Like, oh, if I can't get it from him, then I must go to a next one. But I'm getting off the topic here, and I'm going on to women. There's a there's a
Yeah,
What
reel
you
it
what
back
you
in.
what you think a good
I'm
man
not trying to
is,
bring the
Selena?
spirit of division or nothing, because I've realized that's what Satan loves to do as well. My pastor said it, at the
Right.
end of the day, trying to divide the men and women. And I was in a time like that, Selena. I'll be honest, I swear to you, like, there was a time where I was like, oh, all these women are the same, they're just all cheating, all this. And I realized, no, 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 don't do that, because that's what he wants you to do. That's what he wants all of us to do. Say, oh, you know what? Oh, forget it, because what a great creation it is to have a baby made out of love, and you have to think of it like that. What else can that create? Human life. They can create all the AI and all these robots and all these things, but man and woman come together as one unit. And when it's real love, they create a baby, a living force, like we
Right.
all were. That is amazing. But I'll go off topic as usual, and I'll start talking about God. But there's so many. You know what it is, Selena? There's so many, because as men, I believe that we are forever growing. So there's so many. But I'll just say, just be humble. Just treat her well. Don't hit your woman. Don't be angry. But we all have shortcomings. But just basics. You know, loyal. Don't cheat. Honest, always be honest, good communication, have your stuff together, your finances, your mental health and your physical health, because you don't want to be a burden for no one. But there's so many. This is why you're better off single, I tell people, unless you got your stuff together on both sides, because
Right.
that's the what I believe, that's why so much stuff fails now, is because people just can't be alone. They can't work on themselves. They've got a lot of underlying issues, and they jump on someone else. It's not gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
You got to sort yourself out.
What you think a good man is, or what you looking
Um,
for in a man?
I'm asking y'all a question. No, I'm just kidding. But I
Reverse.
will say, on my end, when I think of a good man, I think of a good man that has a personal relationship with his creator. Number one, a man that knows who he is, a man that knows that is not a self-centered man or so self-absorbed that he can't see his role as a provider and a protector for his wife and his children. Because in this day and time, I see a lot, and it's people in general that have so much selfishness in them that they can't see anybody beyond themselves. You know what I'm saying? They can't, they don't have a heart or compassion for anybody but them, but themselves. And I think a man that understands his role as a man and understand that okay, my phone want to go off, that understands his role as a man is to protect his wife, to protect his children, to provide for his household, and he knows that and he does that. A man that I just, and let me just say this, you know, when I think of that, I really think of, I've talked about this before. I think of my brother-in-law that passed in January, and I saw how, let me, that's the proper English. I saw how he treated my oldest sister, and how he provided for her and his children. He was there for his children. He was a spiritual father for his children. He provided financially for his children. And when he passed, he paid the house off. He paid for the cars. The cars were paid off. He even blessed his children financially. He did all those things while he was in his dying stages. And and I think about the scripture where it says about how a good man, he leaves inheritance for his children. And that's what my brother-in-law did. He thought beyond himself, and even in the pain in his last days of him dying, he thought about his family first. And I think that any man that thinks about his family first and take his role as a man, as a provider, as a protector, that to me is a good man. So I hope I answered it. That's the best way that I can say that would be a type of man that would definitely not only get my respect, I definitely wouldn't mind being submissive, because you understand the role of a man and then you understand your role as a woman. And it doesn't mean that a woman is weak, but it does mean that we have different roles, and we have to understand those roles. And I think that has been distorted from media.
Yeah.
It's been distorted due to our parents or grandparents that did not have that in their household. And so when I see of a good man, that's what I think of. And also a man that is willing just to put his needs behind or beside to make sure that his household is taken care of. And to me, that is a good man. you know that is a good man, a man that have an integrity. So when he's not around me, I don't have to worry about him sneaking his number to somebody else, because he knows that he's in a either committed relationship, or we're married. So I would say integrity, knowing the role as a provider, a protector, um and just somebody that is a hard worker. That's how I see a good man.
Yeah, that's true. That's what a good man is. Shout out to your brother-in-law. He sound like he was awesome, one in a
Yes,
million.
Yeah,
he
for sure,
was.
for sure.
Yes, he
Do that
was.
and make sure everybody's your sister and them ain't got to worry about that stuff like that when he's gone, especially when he
Mhm.
was probably sound like he was the breadwinner um
Yes.
of the family. So he made sure that was straight. And a lot of times we don't do that. We just
No, we don't.
uh leave here unorganized and leave everything to everybody else to take care of, and then that breaks the generation down, the next
Yeah.
generation. So that's awesome right there.
Mm-hmm.
And you said something about the
Yeah.
household is not being taught. I think that when you have broken families and you have the uh fathers out of the home and
Mm-hmm.
the moms out of the home, whichever however it is, and you don't have an example of marriage, back in prior to the 70s and under, we was married at a higher percentage, like 70-80%, in the 50s and 60s, and then it starts slowly going down, and now we the least
Mm-hmm.
married. I heard it's going back up a little bit, but back then you had an example of mama doing her role. You had an example of daddy doing his role.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so the kids was able to see that, and most people who had that example, they be good wives or they be
Right.
good husbands. Now sometimes you have to learn on your own. You ain't have your daddy,
Yeah.
like whatever. But for the most part, if you had that structured household, when you get older, you understand this is how my daddy treated my mom, and this is how my mom treated my dad. She made sure this was straight and all that stuff. And when that right now we in role reversal, the
Yes.
women are masculine, and it ain't just black people. It's all
It's
it's
all
everything,
people.
and the men are
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
so when you got role reversal, you out of that order of God, and we got chaos. They keep saying
Exactly.
you can do whatever you want to do, but damn near everybody doing whatever they want to do. The world getting worse and
Mm-hmm.
worse.
exactly.
100%. It's getting worse and worse. And yeah, I only see it getting worse and worse. Not to be on the pessimistic side, but it's only right. It's only going to happen, It's only going to get worse and worse. And the only thing that can help us all is God. 100%. Cause I'm not, you know what it is? I'm 27. I don't know how old both of you two are. How old are you two?
Nanya.
when you
You
say
full
you're
of
not meant to ask a woman her
full
age.
of Selena. Oh, I thought you go.
you're not
I thought he
you're not
had you, boy.
you're
Oh,
not at age
Lord.
over 30,
Nanya.
Selena.
Oh Lord. Well,
Oh,
you're only as old as you feel.
But the point I
So,
was trying to make, sorry to cut you off, is
mhm,
not to pry into your ages, because the younger and younger, like the older you get, is obviously you kind of, I'm not saying not everyone, but I'm not 40 yet. I'm not 30, you know,
uh-huh,
but you kind of lose touch with it, and or you may not see what's going on with the young generation, 15, 16, 17, 18. Now it's like it's mad. That's all that I can say. It's just everyone's just onto fornication, and that's what I can say. And it's straight sinful. And coming from someone from that, who's just lived life in general, you're looked at as square. If you don't do that, basically. So it's just like my
mhm,
pastor was saying about the school thing when we used to go to school, and it's like if you got A stars, what they're gonna call you and say, oh, you know what, Rare Money's a geek, like my man gets A stars and blah blah blah. Why is it being shunned though? It's like now if you're a man and you're loyal, a lot of the times I'm not talking about people's personal circles. I'm talking about like in like the grand scheme of things. Like if you're in a community or whatever, like you kind of like people will just look at you like you square or weird for not taking up the
right. They will.
opportunity with any woman, especially not taking up the opportunity with any woman as a man. So this is what I've become to realize. So it's very difficult as a man. The point I'm trying to make, and the way I say it's getting worse and worse, it's very difficult as a man to even communicate with those type of women. Like now you have to go to churches or you have to find a certain group, because if you're just dealing with like the normal population now, maybe brother and sister, correct me if you feel like the demonic spirit of division is trying to get me or something, because what the point I was trying to say is this: it's like I feel like the majority of, like, as you go younger are just like brainwashed in it. They're brainwashed by what they've been
Mhm,
programmed with, of the music they listen to, just like I was, just like we all
right.
have been. And not a lot of them have reached that point of deprogramming and saying, I'm not listening to this crap, or because that's a big thing for me. And I know it might sound weird to you, seen as a woman, but if I met a woman and she listened to certain type of music, like all of that
Mm-hmm.
sexy red and all that, that's automatically a red flag. And that's not me being judgmental. That's just me staying away from what I know I don't want around, because that could be the woman of your children, the woman of your children. That could be the mother of your children, So I've got a
Joshua,
topic
can
again.
I ask you a question? I don't mean to pry,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I
go
will
ahead.
ask you this question. Did you just become a believer, or have
Yeah,
you?
so I'll tell you a bit about me.
Okay.
I won't tell you all the ins and outs, but so I never I don't follow religion in it, but I do believe I've recently become a believer in believing that Jesus Christ
Okay.
definitely was crucified and sacrificed himself for us, for our salvation. And I've definitely been open to like the reality of what's going on in the world, in life, in this realm and all sorts. And Dominic's testimony opened my eyes. But the way that I came along to it was I have always been in all types of ways, like we all have been, had Muslim friends, had Christian friends growing up. I've had Christian friends take me to church
I
with their mums on Sunday, where Sunday's obviously not even the proper day but we don't need to get into that. But the
I got
I've,
I wanted to give you yeah, we could tell. That's a good thing though. It sounds like you
Well,
on
let
fire.
me.
But
Yeah, and this is. Okay,
I
go
wanted to say
ahead.
this though, real quick, and I'll let you go, Selena.
Mhm.
I want you to say this when you be careful, because sometimes when you on fire for God, the enemy, and this is not no discouragement, this is advice, because this has happened to me before.
yeah,
You
yeah,
be so on fire for God, do not let nobody make sure you keep your trust in him and not in man. No, not saying your pastor, no, like nothing like that. But you'll have people that'll come and they'll be your like just I can use myself for example. I can be your, let's just say I know you in real life, and
yeah,
I
yeah,
can be your God, and I can do something that really, really disappoints you, and
yeah,
that can take you away and make you feel some type of way about God, because I was on fire for God. You seen me, and I was supposed to be your example for God.
yeah,
So be
yeah.
careful, because a lot of people will do that, and it'll turn them off completely from God, especially when they knew. You'll have people leave the church, all that stuff like that.
You know
So
what, rare money. That's some real advice, and I thank you so much for that advice. As a brother, that's the honest advice from your heart, and I know it was. Well, I'll tell you straight, rare money. Before I even walked, like before my eyes were open to these certain things, because I didn't type in Dominic's testimony. I never used to watch testimonies. That's the reason I found out anyway, and how in a way he works through everything. Like if you can't open the Bible and you're not reading the word, he will work through you through your phone. Trust me, he will work through you through that TV. He'll work through you through that radio if you really listen out and you got the discernment. But I didn't put on his testimony. It kind of came on, and when my eyes were open. But one thing before that, the point I was trying to make, rare money, that was good advice. But I've always believed in rare money. So even like before Dominic, or even before anything that I felt thought that was the right thing, I've just always believed in him, because since a young age, I've always been the type to look up at the sky and to think, you know what, you created that, because no human or man created that. You lot create buildings and cars and all this other stuff, but sky, and then the oxygen that we breathe, our lungs, our way our bodies are, it's just common sense. And like I said, it is sad that people just can't just always have to fold on something else. And I've realized what it is. It's more like they want to follow their flesh, or they want to just live in the way that they are. And some people, it's too daunting to believe that there's a creator. But it's just facts, isn't it? Like, we've all got a unique fingerprint. Our lungs, our hearts, everything we've got is from it's created, isn't it? So I'll be, rare money, even if like the person that I thought was, this person, and I thought everything was this and that, I would still know, you know what? I still believe in him though. I still believe in God. So you know what? I believe that whatever this is for, thanks for showing me, because it's a blessing. Because a lot of the things as well that we think is a bad thing at the time, it turns out to be a blessing. And imagine, brothers and sisters, yeah, how that will feel in eternity. Because this is what I was thinking the other day. I was thinking this today. I was thinking, like all those times where we think, oh, why has this happened to me? And but later on, 10 years, 5 years, however long down the line, we'll look back and we'll be like, wow, like, God, you are great. You're the greatest, our creator, because it's like you'll think you've done this because of this, and now I've realized it. Even the worst thing, there's still a reason in eternity. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, let's say, for example, you're someone who is a millionaire, and you're constantly just you've never learnt about God. You ain't come from a godly household. You don't have a relationship with Him. You're a person who believes that the world was created by two rocks colliding, a big bang and bow. Everyone's here. Yeah, or someone that believes that we came from monkeys and I don't know where the monkey people are now. They're probably hiding somewhere in God knows, but the point I was trying to say is you get people who believe in that and it's like, oh, I've lost track again, this happens. I don't know what it
Okay,
is that happens
that's
sometimes.
okay. Let me just say this, and I will say this. Um, I could see you're very zealous about your newfound belief, and that is wonderful. But always, I would say this: as you grow in your faith, you're going to encounter some things like Red Manny said that will disappoint you. You're going to sometimes see, I would say, gray areas
Yeah, yeah,
in your faith and how you see things. And some people will not always be on the same level as you, and you have to be careful that you're not overzealous to the point to where it turns people off. And when
yeah,
I
100.
mean
But
that,
one thing I was gonna say with that is I've realized, yeah, I'm not counteracting you. I'm just, I'm not counteracting anything you're saying is
mhm,
facts. But I've realized it's him who shows anyway. And if anyone like, if I did come across like that, because I know how I speak and I know how I come across, and maybe if you met me or if you knew, like if you knew everything about me, then you'll know why I am or how I am. But if it turns them off from it, then I don't want to turn anyone away from God, and I wouldn't do so. But if it turns them off
mhm.
from it, then how can they ever be with God though? Because how can I
Yeah.
turn away someone
Well,
from God?
you have to kind of let me finish. So
Yeah,
what I mean by that is there is some people that have not maybe experienced some of the things that you've experienced, or
yeah,
maybe
yeah.
they um they are uh in a different place in their life where they are
Not,
emotionally
yeah,
um maybe disconnected, or they haven't got to the point where you are. And as you grow in your faith, even some of your zeal will kind of be subdued at times. And you have in this walk, you will have your ups and downs, you will have your valleys, you will have your mountaintop experiences. So I would just say sometimes you're going to have to be patient with yourself, and then you're going to have to be patient with other people that are not where you are or see things the way you see them. And that's why a personal relationship is an ongoing thing, because I have, like I said, I have my days. If you seen me the other day, you would think I didn't know
yeah,
Jesus. You would think that
yeah.
I
No, it
wouldn't be a
happens.
believer,
Trust me.
because I have my days to where my mouth will cut you if I can't reach you. So I'm that's something that that's an area in my life that needs to be worked on, and that is being worked on, because I have to catch myself a lot of times, especially responding in my flesh. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I respond in
Yeah,
my flesh. I don't respond always in the spirit, because I'm not thinking in the spirit, even though I should. But I'm better than I was a year ago. I'll just say that.
but
But
sister,
in
that's
this,
that's what they play on in it, because that's what they play on when you're angry. Then they're gonna play on your emotions to make it when you're feeling the type of way. Trust me, this is what I've realized. So 110%, everything you're speaking is facts, and you know it, it's just we have to battle every day. You know, I felt it. I felt it. You know, I've fallen many times, and I've realized how forgiving our Father has is to all of us. You know, He protects the ones who don't even believe in Him. But you know, I just
Mhm.
we just have to fight in it every day. Every day we just have to fight. That's all it is. We have to fight our flesh. We have to fight every day. And I agree with your sister.
I agree, Joshua.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah,
Everything you're saying is
I
facts. So, and I
agree.
appreciate both of your advices 110%. You know, for the fact I'm in the UK, so many miles away, it's a blessing from God. And also, I know some people may say, "Oh, it's crazy because it's on the phone." But so what? No, I could have done anything on the phone. I could be watching anything or doing anything on my phone right now. But I'm speaking to my brother and sister in a different
Mhm.
country, and you know they're giving me advice about the Lord, and we're all talking about God. And this is one thing I've realized as well to both of you guys. This is one thing I have realized. So everything you've said, I've begun to realize. You do. I do not judge because I am not the, you know, maybe we all judge unconsciously sometimes, but I try not to. I try my very best not to. I try my
Mhm.
very best not to get frustrated. When I find myself around a lot of people who do not even want to speak about God or do not even want to or believe in God, it is, I realize, as you said, it can get lonely, it can get that
Yeah.
way, but you know, we're never alone in it. None of us are alone. None of us are alone. Even if all of us were taken away from everyone that we ever knew, we will never be alone if we have the Father.
Right.
That's what they say. Hell is without the Father. That's when you're truly alone down there.
I appreciate you, Joshua, and I hope you come back and share with us some other things. Now you know how to get on the StreamYard, so
Yeah, man, you got good
uh,
instructions, Selena.
yes. And please tell more people about me. Again, I don't just talk about, God. I talk about a lot of different things, uh
Okay, okay.
but God is the center of everything. Even when I'm telling somebody off, I need him to help me so I don't go and try to find the person. So all is well, but all is well, but I'm just warning you because sometimes I get a little raw, and you ever heard of the cussing the cussing Peter?
I
Sometimes
haven't,
I
you
can
know.
be like Peter. So but it's all good. We all have a journey, and some of us get there differently. But the main part of it is, are we progressing? So I'm definitely better than I was last year. So thank God for that, Joshua. So I'm just warning you. I like to warn people because when they come to my channel, I won't be always giving scriptures.
Hey,
Like I said, huh?
he gonna come back on here and hear you being all proper mad.
I am. I miss it. I got me thinking now. You know what it is, Selena. I ain't really tapped into the channel because I started on the channel with Dominic. But
Uh-huh.
yeah, I got me wondering now. But like, have you got mad videos on that?
Hey, Shirley.
Yeah, that means you just
Mhm.
keep praying for all of us.
100, brother.
Yeah,
100, man.
Right.
what I
All of
try
us
to
need to
do.
pray for each other. 100,
Yeah,
man.
I
Yes,
don't want
indeed.
like people get the misconception that we all perfect. And that's far from it. We strive to be perfect. We try not to make the same mistakes. But
Yeah.
shoot, like she just said, it's a walk, man. You got
Can
to
I
keep.
can I ask you both a question? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Um, do you believe that we can be perfect here on Earth?
No.
I don't think so.
Uh.
I think we can be a lot better. I think we can grow to the point to where the some things that we used to do we don't do anymore.
Yeah.
That's what I believe. I don't believe you're perfect until you are in your heavenly body.
Yep.
you know,
Yeah.
um, that's what I believe. But um, good luck
Yeah.
if you
It's
if you if you become perfect on this earth. I mean, now the prophet Enoch was seen to be I don't know if it was a
He
perfect
had
or a good
fellowship with
man.
God in it.
Yeah, and he didn't die. He took him up, you know. Now,
Yeah.
I don't think I've gotten there at all, but I do see progress in my life. I'm not certain things I don't do that did maybe a year ago or maybe 2 years ago. I have, I stopped, but there is some things. It's a struggle. You know what I'm saying?
What you
And
say?
I don't think we'll ever be perfect on this earth, because the earth is the people in the earth. It's we all have a sinful nature, and that's why we need to
Mhm.
remember.
I'm struggling now, boy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm
Blessings though,
struggling.
man.
We
Like,
all struggle. I'm struggling. Like I said, I struggled the other day. Not to really go to the gutter and really cuss somebody out and really do more. It's a lot of things we have struggles in. But
Mhm.
my thing is, the personal relationship keeps me from going over the edge, because even when I am going in on somebody, there's something in me that won't let me go too far. So I know there has to be something in me, a personal relationship with my creator, that's keeping me from going dark.
yeah, a
Because
hundred,
when
a
you're on
hundred.
this app, it's very easy to go to the dark side, because you want to get people back. You want revenge. But then it's something inside of you, if you have it, it's something inside of you that keeps you from going to the
Well,
deep end.
well, you know what it is? Just an example, yeah. Because I'm sure you've had it, and all of us, if you ever had internet, you've had it, and if you ever play Call of Duty, you've had it. Internet trolls. So when you've got internet trolls now, what do? Internet trolls, they say the most heinous things to you, like they don't know if your mom or dad's alive. They don't know nothing about your grandma and nothing. They'll say the most thing. And then guess what though? All of us have been drawn out in that type of way before. And how do you feel once you've been drawn out? Do I know how I felt, or I know how I felt. I feel like, yo, I've just wasted my energy, made myself look like a fool, arguing with a fool who don't even know me. So exactly as you said, not every my advice with that one is not everyone needs your energy, because this is what I've realized. I've been through situations like that. I used to be a person who used to drive around listening to demonic music every day, demonic music, and this is what I've realized, because you just you know what it is. You don't need to tap in with Pastor Dominic and tap in with my pastor, because he's got the information. Tap in with his page, type him in on YouTube, and tap in with Selena stuff as well. But listen to demonic music every day, Selena, and just driving around, because I'm listening to the demonic music and the frequencies. I want to drive more than the speed limit. I want to drive a different speed, or I might be rushing, or if I'm not rushing, I know, because if you really just clock and pay attention, you go and put on something more calm, or you go and listen to the Bible when you drive, unless you're actually in a rush. Like, unless
Uh-huh.
you're actually in a rush to go somewhere, you ain't doing no
Mhm.
mad speeds and getting into arguments, road rages, and that. But guess what? I realized though, not everyone deserves your energy. It happens to us every day,
Mhm.
because this is the way they've made the world. But guess what? Though, because think about it in eternity. Because the way I see it is in eternity, yeah, you're driving, and I don't know, somebody cuts you off. So now you're so angry that you think, you know what? I'm gonna drive up to them, flip them off, if that, and then I might jump out and throw a coconut in their window,
Yeah,
do
y'all do
something
that
mad.
over there.
Coconut.
Yeah,
Hey, that
yeah. There's no,
that
there's
We
no,
don't
there's
have
no
no
overseas.
guns over here.
coconuts.
It's probably a bit
Hey,
mad in
Selena,
America road rage.
you ever seen the overseas road rage? They'll get out the car and have bats and everything, bust each other windows, fight, roll around the block,
Wow.
Oh, brother,
execute
I'll
their
be
car,
honest. If I was in
and
America,
drive off.
I'll have mine on me, man. If I was in America, just for protection, just for protection. But down here, you can't have none of that. Everything, all of that's illegal. It is, brother. I'll be honest. Some people say it's good, some people say it's bad. I'm not really gonna say my opinion, but it's a good and bad, because you guys do have the extra protection in the sense of you can carry a firearm in certain states to protect
Yes.
yourselves. When
Hmm.
when imagine being in a state where you cannot have any sort of firearm to protect yourself. Besides a firearm, you cannot really have any form of weapon, for example, to protect yourself. So I used to, like, let's just be realistic, yeah, man to man. Rare money is like, it doesn't matter how many times you go gym or whatever. If that guy that jumps out the car on you is 16 stone and he's double your size, it's only by the Lord that you're gonna win that fight, or you're gonna do whatever. It's only by just that lucky. But it's easy to be killed. It's easy to be killed. And I don't think people realize this. This is why back to the point you were making about women. A good woman is a woman who doesn't want a man to get hurt in any way. You wouldn't get her man in confrontations if not needs be, if it's over a minority, because a lot now is like a woman would say to a man, oh, you know what, move away, man, you ugly reptile, man, get out of here, man. And then you know, she'll turn around and then tell her man, oh, you know what, this and that, and then it causes someone and so to get hurt or someone to die. But that's the point I was trying to make. Just back to the original point before, you
Okay.
know, things tried to get me off track, is it's not worth your energy, Selena. Trust me, none of it is, because
Yeah, it's not worth the energy. It's not. And some things I don't give energy to, but some things I will address because you can rebuke people. The thing that I have to do is sometimes do it in love, and I don't do it in love. So that's where my fault is. But like I said, I'm a work in progress and I'm better than I was 2 years ago. So that is progress. Hi,
that's it,
Enlightened.
man.
How are you? So thank you so much, Joshua. I appreciate you. I really pray and hope the best for you. Just know you're gonna have some up and downs, and some of your, I would say, your zeal might kind of simmer down a little bit, but just keep your eyes on the Lord. That's all I can tell you. Hey, G Chill. And always be true to yourself. You're not going to be perfect in this world. You can be mature. You can mature in your faith, because perfect is really interpret mature. In the Bible, it's maturing in your faith. You're not going to be perfect in this world, so don't be so hard on yourself. Just keep progressing and keep your eyes on Him. That is the advice I will give you, because you will have some ups and downs, and sometimes those downs will be longer than you expected. But do not take your eyes off of Him. So that's the advice that I will tell you, and I hope you the best. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you subbed up. Please tell other people about me, because I talk about a lot of different things. I don't just talk about my faith. I talk about life. And I talk about the things that I have experienced, the things that I've learned, the things I'm still learning, and sometimes I have to address folks that get out of line. So, but it's all good, and I hope you come back.
Yeah, definitely, man. It's a lovely channel that you've got, you know, and
Thank you.
I'm definitely gonna have a quick scroll through the videos when I come off here to see what else.
Well,
Um,
I have grown since then, so don't be afraid to come back.
you know, no, man. You see me. I'm not judgy of people, because
Okay.
we all have a past. We all have a
Yeah.
past, and the way I see it is, you know, if everyone knew our past, would they even talk to us? So I'm not
Yeah.
one to judge, like, unless I
Oh,
know you
okay.
personally. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So,
All right.
but that's it.
Well,
I'll
I'm a
definitely
work
have
in
a look.
progress,
And
just like you and
yeah, of
everybody
course,
else.
every day we got a battle, you know, brother and sister. That's all I can say. Every day we got a battle. We just
Thank
have to
you.
do the things our flesh doesn't want to do. You know what I mean?
Thank you, Joshua. I appreciate you, and I will always remember your name. My nephew is named Joshua, and my one of my great grandfathers is named Joshua, so I can always remember your name. Rare Money, give me your last words. I'm about to end this live, so do you have any last words that you would like to say?
Yes, you look good in that black hair. Is that black?
Yeah.
Okay, you look good in that. That's
Okay.
you
Thank
right there.
you. Huh?
I said that's you right there.
All right. I appreciate you. I
But that's
appreciate you.
not it. Salute, Joshua. I was just messing with you.
Salute, salute. Blessings, Selena. I'm gone though, people. Blessings to
Thank
you.
you, Joshua.
Blessings to you, Selena. Where money
Blessings
say.
to you.
Salute,
And
bro.
I might go live again tomorrow. It just depends on thank you, checking you, boo. It just depends on
Selena,
how I
sorry to
feel.
cut
I
you
might
off. Need your instructions
uh-huh.
quickly. Yeah, I just click done and I'm out.
Uh-huh.
So I just
What
click the
now? What did
done.
you say? What did you say, Josh?
Oh, he
Oh, I
gone.
guess he left. Okay. Yeah, Rare Money, I appreciate you.
Let me stop.
What what did you laugh about?
I said, yes. My boy
Guess
can
what?
go.
Huh?
I said, my boy can go.
Yeah, Joshua is very interesting, and I enjoy his energy. I enjoy that he does have a very great passion uh, about his faith, and that is what we all should, have a passion of that zeal. I remember when I first came to be introduced to it, I was so excited. I think I was just like Joshua. And then, when life happened and having to live a life that's different from the world, it's challenging at times, and a lot of times if you are not up to par, people call you fake, or you uh don't always, dot your I's and cross your T's. You call a fake, or you've been called a hypocrite. When, most of us, if we're trying to get better, we are work in progress. You know what I'm saying? So,
You ain't lying.
yeah.
Look at
So,
Angelo. Angelo got jokes.
what Angelo say? Let's see what Angelo. This over here. He's got
Hey, I
the
was chilling, boy. That was a lovely day right there, boy. You see the sky blue. I'm gonna get my feet kicked up. Shoot.
Well, I appreciate you for coming through, Rare Money, and Joshua as well. Uh, Boy, I tell you, he got me up to 2 hours, and hey, I'll be ready to go after one hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah, I thought you were
But
gonna cut it loose early. I was trying to
well,
hang in there for you.
I
I might
was,
have
but
left.
I said, I wanted to ask some more questions and get your input on certain things. And it went another direction, in a way, but it's good for those
Mhm.
who go and look at this playback, because everybody is not into spiritual things, and that's fine. I believe my spirituality has kept me from going south, like really south, like to the dark side.
What you talking about?
So I don't care what nobody say. They can call me fake or whatever. If I didn't have a foundation, and if I didn't have good people in my life to pull me back, reel me back in, I'll be acting just like some of these folks on here, about to do some crazy stuff. So I really need something that keeps me grounded.
Yeah,
So they can call
it's
it fake or whatever. I don't care.
it's the peace for me. When you
Hmm.
got peace, you know you the human nature of us, we gonna respond to certain stuff. We gonna act off our human nature. But at the end of the day, I do it and I love it for the peace of mind. I love him for the peace of mind. That peace that I got,
Hmm.
that's money can't buy peace. I can have all the money in the world, but if I ain't got peace and happiness, I ain't got that. I'm jumping over jumping out the building. Most
Right.
people, jumping out the building, more money, more problems.
Right.
That's real. That's a
Hmm.
real thing. That's a
Yes,
real thing. I
indeed.
promise you it is.
Right.
Um,
Checking you,
yeah.
boo. Candy
Well, all right.
James. Thank you, Candy.
Well, all right,
Guys,
Selena.
I appreciate you so much. Rare Money, it's always a blessing that you come on my platform just to speak and say hello and give your input. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you and Joshua and Dominic.
You're welcome.
So thank
All right,
you.
talk to you later. Love you to
All
Reese's Peace.
right. Good night, Rare Money. You crazy. Guys, I really appreciate you coming through and just saying hello. If it wasn't nothing but pressing the like button, if it wasn't nothing but a cash app, I appreciate all of that. Thank you for all my new members. Thank you for my members. Thank you for my subscribers, my moderators, those that just, they didn't have time to stay. They just press the like button. That meant a lot. You know what I'm saying? That keeps me in the algorithm. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I hope that everyone will be blessed tonight. Me, I always say I'm exiting stage left. I hope I didn't scare you guys the other day, but it is what it is, and just some things just have to be addressed. I've always been a person I take up for myself. I don't always respond all the time, but when I do respond, I'm gonna respond. It is what it is. So I hope you guys understand that. And even if you don't, keep living, as my grandmother would say. It's very difficult. Hey, Ricardo, good to see you. It's very difficult. Thank you, CX, to be a content creator, being in front of people and being judged and being dealing with people that are crazy, having to keep yourself together. It's very hard sometimes. And sometimes in the midst of that, you react out of your emotions. And that's just the way life is. And as I grow as a content creator, as I grow as a person, then you'll see it. And that's the same as being a person, just a subscriber. Hopefully, if as you get older and you grow, mentally, emotionally, you become better. You don't always respond the same way, or you don't always do the things that you did, you know, in the same manner as before. And that's just a part of growing as a person. So please don't judge me, because like I said, we all have our days, and sometimes we have our months. So thank you for being patient with me, guys. If nobody else don't love you, Selena loves you to Reese's Pieces. I hope y'all had a great time listening to some of this information. Like I said, I still believe in good men and good women. And hey, maybe you just haven't met the one for you, but they are. Don't lose faith. There's still some good men and there's still some good women. You just probably haven't met them yet. So just keep your faith. Thank you. Yeah, Ricardo, I haven't seen you in a while, but I appreciate you coming through. I appreciate everybody. Y'all be blessed. And remember, Selena loves you to Reese's Pieces. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.